In a nutshell, I've never liked something so much that it disappointed me. Well, hello there, troopers, and welcome to General Kenobi's bunker. So, as you can tell from the background, we're in a new provisional bunker. So, more on that later. But, so this week I finally finished watching Castlevania, season 4 on Netflix. So I wanted to do a very quick, just share my thoughts about it. I'm gonna do kind of like a review on the overall series. It did end. It's 4 seasons, and in a nutshell, I've never liked something so much that it disappointed me. And yeah, I'll elaborate on that. So, Castlevania, the first season was just 3 episodes, very quick, very fast paced. It took everybody kind of by surprise. What surprised me the most was just how gorgeous the animation was. It's just beautiful. Very polished, yes, anime looking, but at the same time with like a hint of American animation. I don't know. I was blown away by the style. Also, I'm actually a big fan of all the voice casting in that show. Now that I think about it, I don't think I bumped into any of those, especially. But the story. So the story doesn't go, too deep in the first season because it was meant to be just sort of a mini series, I guess. And they were not expecting the success that they got. So they came back with season 2, full size, and I loved it. I was all in for it. I loved season 1, so I was all in, waiting for season 2. Season 2 kicks off. Again, some of that beautiful animation. I think it actually improved it. I think it's more budget, right? And the story was awesome, and it just everything was going great. I liked the characters, I liked the voices, I liked the animation, I liked the fighting. But then it kind of, I don't know. Now looking at the whole picture, all 4 seasons, I guess it just kind of shot itself on the foot by spoilers, by the way. Spoilers. 3, 2, 1, by killing Dracula at the end of season 2. I wasn't expecting it because the big build-up was that, even from season 1, of course, that he was gonna go on a rampage against the world, right? He declared war on the world. So season 2, we see him amassing his armies. All his generals are there. He gets the Forge Masters to start, building night creatures, which are those kind of like demon-looking, zombie-looking, mix-up foot soldier, mindless, whatever they are. Anyway, and those guys are human, and a little bit more on that later. But then he never does anything. He never really launches the campaigns. Even his generals are like, "Hey man, we're gonna do anything anytime soon, because I got all these, thousands and thousands of demon-looking things, and a few more 100,000 hungry vampires that kind of wanna stir the pot a little bit." But he's kind of just depressed, and he doesn't really seem to make up his mind. And then his son kills him, right? Alucard. Which I was like, really? Like, I guess. So okay, that was season 2. Then they came back for a season 3, of course, which, no surprise there. And to me, it was like, okay, season 3, I'm on board because let's wrap things up, right? Dracula's dead, so that was the big baddie. There's no one else that can, fill up his shoes. There's no one else nearly as powerful as he is, and everyone is kind of fractured, and even the heroes, right, got kind of split up. Alucard stays with his dad's castle to guard it for reasons. I think he's just depressed, and Belmont and Belnades, they go out on, travel the world and try to find some more of Belnades's, I guess, tribe or clan or nomad people. Anyway, and season 2 comes up. I'm sorry, season 3. I'm like, okay. And I was a little bit surprised to see that it was even longer in terms of episodes. So I was like, all right, well, we'll, I don't know. I thought, maybe we're going to take a dive into the lore, take a dive into how Dracula came to be, some flashbacks, some stuff like that, right? But no. Here comes the notion of the infinite corridor, which is basically a sort of gateway linking everything, right? Time and space, past, present, future, all meshed together, and for understand even like parallel realities, I guess. Okay, I'm okay with that. But then they don't really do anything with it. They just kind of, introduce Saint Germain, and he introduces the concept of the infinite corridor, but nothing, necessarily happens with that. And then they go into that little town, which I forget the name of it right now, sorry. It's been a while since I've seen all of them, actually. And they introduce the notion of those monks, I guess, sort of following, a demon. And then the big, I guess, reveal at the end of the season, again, spoilers, is that they're trying to bring back Dracula from hell. Because he's in hell. Why not, right? Why wouldn't he be? With his wife, nonetheless. Which I was like, really? It seems kind of, I don't know. It's kind of unfair. But anyway. So, that's supposed to be the big, I guess, reveal of the season. But it just takes so long to get there. And I couldn't deal with those, like, side stories, side arcs, whichever we want to see, whichever we don't call them. That thing with the 4 sisters, one of them was a general in Dracula's court, shooting for, like, fighting for more power. And then Oscar, one of the Forge Masters, he's like, all right, you know what? I'm going to kill all humanity because I just don't like humans. Even though I'm human, I hate humans. But then I start talking to a human, and lo and behold, I kind of like humans now. So I don't know. What should I do? Should I go into exile? Should I still create an army of night creatures and erase the human, kind? Should I go against the vampires? Should I go kill that other Forge Master? I think I'll do that. Maybe all of the above, depending on what day of the week it is. So yeah, guys, I was not a fan of that whole Forge Masters story. It was all over the place. I saw no point to it. The other Forge Master gets captured by said, female vampire generals. Same thing, he doesn't really amount to anything. He has some philosophical discussions with one of them, and that's about it, really. And then, the season just drags on, and then it just kind of ends, I guess. Like I said, with the reveal that they're trying to bring Dracula from the dead. Sorry. So, season 4, because why not, right? Now, here's my problem with season 4. Season 4 is gorgeous, just gorgeous, like beautiful. The animation is just amazing. It's one of the best looking things I've seen in a long time, and especially something that's not, Marvel or Star Wars. It's refreshing to see that they can still, produce a great looking show that, it doesn't have to be, a mad, like, big, I guess big studio sort of production. Although they become pretty big, right, by season 4. But anyway, so season 4 starts again. They're trying to bring, Dracula back from the dead, and it's up to Belnades and Belmont to stop them over and over and over and over again. So They even make like sort of like a montage of them just fighting all these kinds of different iterations of either a vampire or a clan or some weird monks or some weird cult or a combination of all of those that have gotten a little bit of the puzzle on how to bring back Dracula. None of them are successful, of course, even if Belnades and Belmont were not there. Nobody has the knowledge apparently, except again for Saint Germain, who's actually trying to bring somebody back from the dead through the Infinite Corridor, etc., etc. Well, I shouldn't say back from the dead. She got lost in the Infinite Corridor, so I guess that makes a difference. And then Alucard, once again, goes to help a town that apparently was only like 20 miles away from him throughout this whole time. And people kept getting massacred throughout this whole time. So in season 4, he just decides like, yeah, I guess I'll help you guys out because this one kid, died in my doorstep. And I guess he was from that town. So that got to me. That's deep. So yeah. Like I said, guys, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm going back through the scenes and just, they're just amazing. Like those fighting scenes are just incredible. The choreography, there you go, that's a word. It's just crazy. It's just very inventive, very fresh. It's fluid. It's the action is just, I cannot ask for more in terms of the action. And then when the action stops, everything falls apart for me. The story just doesn't hold up. I was not invested at all. It actually became sort of a chore to go through those episodes, those last episodes of season 4. It took me a while. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a lot longer than it should have. But yeah, so they gotta make this thing that it's half male, half female, in order for both Dracula and his wife to inhabit, that, I forget what it's called right now. But anyway, it's got a term in alchemy. And it turns out that the great mastermind behind all of this is death. Death itself, for reasons. The only thing that I did agree with Death's monologue about why he was going to bring back Dracula was that he was promised the greatest massacre, the greatest concert of death in history, right? At the hands of Dracula, because Dracula had declared war on humanity all the way back to season 1. And that kind of, that's kind of where, I don't know if they're aware of what they promised and just didn't deliver, and they put it, into the last episode, literally. Because that's exactly what I I've been saying. I was promised this thing and it was just not delivered at all. So anyway, guys, that grows insanely huge. They sort of bring back Dracula and the wife back into that weird, man-woman body. For some reason, Belmont is the one that tears it up with that 4-way shuriken thing that I don't know how he catches it without like slicing his fingers off. But anyway, and then he goes on to fight death itself, right? That becomes huge for some reason, and Belmont's fiery whip thingy works on him again for reasons, right? Why not? Again, it looks gorgeous. I'll give him that. Every single time it looks gorgeous, but I didn't see it. But at this point I was like, I just want to finish the show. And so then finally Belmont sacrificed himself to defeat death. Okay, I'm all for that. That's cool. So anyway, Belnades is pregnant, of course, with Trevor's kid. Alucard decides to have humans live in Dracula's castle, which is now his castle, of course. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I dig it. At least one of them died. Dracula and his wife didn't come back. But then the last 5 minutes of the show happened. And of course, I think you guessed it. If you haven't seen it, again, sorry, but This is nothing but spoilers. Belmont comes back. He says he doesn't know how. That he might have been in the Infinite Corridor and then he just woke up alive again. So I was already like, really? Like, come on, just let me have this. But then, no, you can't have anything that we said we were gonna give you. So the last scenes of the whole show are Dracula and his wife alive again, staying in a nice cozy little hotel and just discussing whether they want to travel, and that they're just not gonna tell Alucard that they're back because they're terrible parents, basically. And that's where the show ends. So yeah, I don't know. Again, guys, I love and hate this show, and it's been a long time since I felt that. Probably since December of 2019 with The Rise of Skywalker, if I'm being honest. So yeah, guys, again, I just wanted to pour out my thoughts into a video right now that I have fresh since I just finished it yesterday. Let me know down in the comments if you guys, do you dig this kind of just me talking to you about stuff that I've seen? Is there anything you guys maybe want me to check and let you guys know what I thought? So yeah, guys, I would greatly appreciate it if you can give a like, and if you're new, please consider subscribing, because I have this goal to reach 100 subscribers before the end of this year, and I think we can do it. I'm pretty sure we can do it. So thank you guys for watching me just ramble on for like 15 minutes. I really do appreciate you stopping by, and let's go ahead and take shelter in the bunker, because I think these negotiations will be short, and I'll catch you on the next one.